because I paid $500 for the Thrustmaster 248, and then I had to put the extra couple $100 on top to get the 300. So it was I think it was 700 all up when I bought it. You know, I can get rid of that. I'll be happy to get rid of that for fucking 350, 400 for
Let's
you.
try this.
I will.
What's the meta? I mean, it doesn't really matter because you're picking manufacturers, but
Yeah, I'm in the beta. I couldn't care about
Yeah.
manufacturers personally, but it's not like I'm going to get
So
anything out of it.
I'll try and catch up with you tomorrow and have a chat. What do you work?
what the fuck? Cool.
Yeah.
It's faster by this time.
Well, I've got to do a ceramic coat tomorrow, so I won't be finished much before 3 or 4 o'clock anyway. Yeah, absolutely, mate.
Bruce.
Yeah, mate.
Bruce, 73 HQU with a 308 on gas. There was my love buggy for many, many years. And I used to work shifts at the airport. I used to work at Skybus. Lived in Sunbury, so Melbourne Airport to Sunbury in a HQU as fast as it possibly get me home down those bendy roads and stuff. It was one
nice
of my most fondest memories with one of my most memorable real-life car race chase was me and this fucking XR6 Turbo Ute fucking pulled out at the same time. It was like, uh-oh, this is going to happen. By the time we got to Sunbury, we were bit because we turned off there. It was one of those a 73 HQU on full with twin fucking hot dogs, you know what I mean? Roar of Valhalla on full song with this XR6U pulling away from me on the straights like it was like I was standing still. Catching him up on the roundabouts, and I can remember winging and having near-death experiences with my ute chasing this fucking XR6U turbo through the back streets from thingy. I had that for about 3 years. Loved it to bits.
Yeah, I did everything from the XCs, XWs, XYs, all the way through up to the FG.
FG, fucking flash bastard, flash bastard.
Oh no, I spotted this bloody 14 years ago. It was a
flash bastard.
It was 1 of 5. And,
1 of 5, man. Oh yeah, I think I remember you saying before. Swoon, jealous.
And I've had some pretty good hairy races down in Melbourne with a few boys.
Yeah, wow. You ever done summer nats? You must have done summer nats at least once.
I won't take my car to Bathurst, and I won't take it to summer nats.
What? Just once?
Because it's 1 of 5. No, I'd go up in a different car, but I wouldn't go up in my GT, no way.
You're so clunky.
Sorry, summer nats is an experience.
Oh, I'd love to go to summer nats, but I wouldn't go in my car, no way.
You got a little secret hot rod stashed away somewhere or something summer nats friendly.
I've got a full contract paperwork list that a mechanic has to sign before I even let him look at my car.
No, okay. But you got no
I don't trust anyone. I don't trust.
No, I mean, you got like a fun hoon car or something. Well, that would be a fun hoon car, though, I suppose.
Well, have a good one, mate. I've had some pretty good fun in that thing. I've had it up to nearly 300 k's an hour, and I've been racing LSAs and Maloo Utes and all that sort of shit in it.
Wow, yeah, you know what you're doing then.
Took it to Sandown. Took it to Sandown for a drift day.
Where's my Prius?
Oh wow! Wow!
No wait, man.
But I'm very. My wife's very lucky if she drives it.
I'm gonna cry now.
It's running 560 horsepower at the rear wheel, so it's bloody dangerous. You put your foot down too hard, and she just goes.
My mate that I used to knock around with, he was a mechanic at a bus company. I went to Skybus for 8 years.
I was ready to get
knocked around and smoked loads of weed, and he had the family 1983 four-door brown Commodore. You know, one of those 1983. Like it's been in the family since it was new, sort of thing. And he finally done it to top spec, so it looked like a sleeper. and that was eventually going to be his Summerlance car. But
almost passed away.
I've lost touch with a lot of the people. I've been in touch with a lot of my Aussies for like 4 or 5 years because I've been back in the UK. So hence talking to you is a bit like, because I really liked all my time in Australia and stuff. So talking to you is kind of sweet. And a handful of people I still talk to on Facebook and that, they're all grumpy about this Albanese tosser fella, fucking an Australian politics are all getting grumpy about Albanese.
Yeah, we all are. The trouble is we've got a choice between Voldemort or Albanese, who's never here anyway.
Yeah, it's funny hearing that. Yeah. But I'm in touch with a bunch of guys from used to uni through here, which is quite cool. One of my other mates, he drives trucks from Melbourne to Adelaide and back.
Lemon.
Proper like road train talkership. He's one of these fellas that's got he's got the full rig and everything, but no time. What's that he has between eating, sleeping, driving a truck, get half-hour PlayStation in before he falls asleep. It's that sort of thing, poor fella.
Yeah.
Australia. Bestest bit about Australia, bit of peoples. Because I used to be a bus driver in England, so when I become a bus driver in Australia, the bus driver mentality is the same, universal. It's just you talk different, and you're going down to Pokies Friday after work. Yeah, we all go down Pokies. All this sort of thing. Bus driver mentality was something that I, to this day, look back on with very great fondness and stuff. But yeah, cool. Very cool. Mr. Tom's getting all sentimental here, getting all soppy about his total 12 years of Australia. They all went wrong because I ended out with the wrong lady and she got me kicked out. That's why I ended up back in the UK 4 years ago. Ended up back in the UK, done a bunch of cocaine with a world champion boxing's cousin's nephew. We had 48 hours with this fella in a room with a huge bag of powder, and approximately 2 weeks later I ended up having a heart attack because of it. So I had a heart attack, lost my mum, and I've been like unemployed,
but I guess
couch playing video games.
12 laps, bomboklaart.
In it. Who said that?
I said it. Mats.
Mats, yeah.
Mats, innit? Fuck's sake.
Mats
I worked at a London bus garage where half the bus garage was like black brothers, like that. And for some reason I seemed to gel with them. One of the Rasta brothers there, he reckoned I'm some weird oddball previous life Rasta. So he took me to like Rasta events with this Rasta bus driver man. Ended up becoming quite a few friends with like Rasta mans through my bus career. I've come out of a reggae club at like some silly o'clock in the morning to get a bus home to be one of my colleagues driving the bus. What are you doing? Where you been? I've been out, innit? I've been out. Buses. And then also, recently I went to a pub reunion. I used to work in a pub 30 years ago, way before I became a bus. 30 years in a live 7 nights a week pub. Like live music 7 nights a week. A bikey, you lot would call it a bikey pub, we call it a biker pub. Like Hells Angels and bikes and Harleys all over the place. So I got invited to a reunion, and that turned into a mind blow. A mind blow from a 30 years ago pub reunion in South London, England. Beating a bunch of people that you were shocked to be alive, shocked to who died, and it was just 3-4 hours of mind blow. I got a lift there and got a lift back, and was pretty pissed, and it was fucking fantastic. Just really weird. In this Africa malarkey, fuck's sake, all of a sudden I'm going out, being invited red carpet event to Africa to hang out with my mate that I met in Thailand. What? Who turns out to be a motherfucking African prince who's now a community leader of some fucking tribe thing. I'm like, what the fuck?
Penalty.
Really weird.
Oh, shut up.
Fucking weird.
Don't bully me.
You've had a life, that's for sure, Tom.
Having, I ain't dead yet.
Having a life.
Bit of a shock that I'm like going to be having a cocktail for my 60th birthday in like Africa on a tropical island on a beach with my mate. lot I've known for like 20, 30 years. I mean, this Jackson fella go back at least
Lemon,
20
do you think you're in an
years.
Nissan Silvia or something?
Me
Why are
and
you drifting like that?
Slowholes go back 30 years.
I don't know. I just
something
felt like
that.
it. Just smacked the handbrake.
Yeah, Slides is now full-time wheelchair, but he didn't used to be. And funny, I was over at his house last week. We went to a quizzy night.
Yeah, I had my
like a
helping
pub
me out
quiz
with
night
some
thing
dive
for
bombs,
charity. And me, Wayne, 2 girls that work at a shop, their family. It was like a load of meeting and greeting, and I managed to get me a secret parking space for my little car. And then they're having a blinded night doing this quizzy thing. Me, Wayne, and the co-op girls. Well, Wayne's not online, he's at the co-op, or sleeping. He sleeps odd hours. Wayne's always been a 11 afternoon nap and wake up like 10 hours later and stuff.
How did you recover so quickly?
Guys, Gran Turismo memory, this would be really funny. In the old days of Gran Turismo, because he's been playing it since the beginning.
Oh my god.
So, remember those days when you used to take speed and spend 12 hours playing video games? Once, this is funny, toying around there. Once he fell asleep, and he woke up like 10 hours later, and his screen's still on, and his car's going into the barrier.
Been there, done that.
And it's been there like 10 hours doing that.
My brother-in-law and myself used to play Gran Turismo. Oh, hang on, I've got a phone call coming in. Back in a sec.
Yeah.
Hello, Mum.
Your side of me, appreciate that. Yeah.
Are you in the middle of a race, guys? Am I interrupting your racing again?
No, you're not. It's fine. We are, but it's just a bit of fun.
No problem.
12 laps.
Bumpy through there thanks to your dive bombs from earlier.
I pulled the fucking lemon.
No
I pulled the lemon.
Yep.
Oh, far out.
Don't want to do? Nah. Nothing happened.
I've got a strange statistic for you guys while I'm here. Right, if you imagine a brand new player has never played Gran Turismo ever in their life, they're a 21-year-old girl that looked like they're about 15, has just picked up her first copy of GT7, and she asked me for some advice. I went, no, do this, practice, watch YouTube. So we became friends, and I'm now stalking her page on Gran Turismo. So, for example, if you have 20 online races jumping in the deep end and you get 10 top 5 finishers. Now that I would consider to be suspicious. So I've now observed the recent, I haven't checked it today, last time I checked it was up to 37, 38 completed races, 1 clean race. It's like brand spanking new, but for some reason she's bitten it by the balls and having a go. So I'm looking at the stats, comparing her to my stats. I've done like several hundred races and like 4 top 4s and really shit.
Yeah, I saw that in my mirrors.
Yeah, that was a bit scary.
So I'm stalking this lady's thingy, but because she works and goes college and stuff like that, it's just some really bizarre anomaly. So I've mentioned it. So she's a friend of my girlfriend's, and I say to her, like Rose bumped into her and said, oh, what do you want to be? You want to become like a champion, or you want to do some fun, or you want to eventually become part of a lady racing team people? Because I happen to know some members of a racing team that in some future date, that if you eventually get addicted to it and buy some wheel, like a beginner wheel, and progress forwards at an alarming rate, it's just something really weird on my horizon. But I'll keep you informed. So when she gets to like 100 online races and say 30, 40 top 5 finishes, that's like
sus. I mean,
that's unusual
how do I put
statistic.
it? When I first joined, I think I got about, this is before I joined HR, I think, or very close to, I had 40 something races and I had won like 30 of them.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, I've had prior experience in other games though, but I didn't have any on GT really.
That's what this girl has. She has prior experience on other games, but this is her first dip into racing.
Oh yeah. I played Forza for several years before, and so I had controller experience. Took me a few months, yeah. Something like that.
Yeah.
And now
really
I'm
good at that corner,
at a
Lemon.
similar level. Yeah, it's just the way I'm carrying the brake in. This car, it's alright with that. It's
I can see.
dependent though.
Yeah. Was I too slow out of there?
Yep.
Alright.
Oh. I meant... Yeah, because most people don't bother with the story and all that. They just go straight to sport.
Yeah.
There are sport mode sweats. There are people that also make alternate accounts, and then those alternate accounts that then play those games then count towards that percentile, is my guess, which is why they would only make that alternate account solely for sport mode, which is why they wouldn't bother with all that other stuff. That's my best guess, but yeah.
Yeah.
That seems like the most likely.
And I'll be honest, I am only here because it went down to £30. That's really fessing up to being thingy.
I'm sorry, and then here I am, I bought like the full packet, I bought a PS5 and everything just to play this game, and then you just done the £30 packet.
No. I have been a rallier for most of my time on the other. Last time I went to a bit of returned back to right.
Jeez, dude.
I paid £30, and I've been in GT7 ever since. I'm subscribing to every YouTube channel. I haven't returned back to rally, and I'm in with the big boys doing my practicing stuff. So I feel like I'm on this bizarre time fart that should have joined ages ago when it was £70, and Wayne's always been saying, no, you've driven fucking hundreds and hundreds of cars and buses, you've done a zillion million miles, you should be good at this game. No.
He says that as well, but yeah. There are a lot of people like that.
What? My bad.
Oh,
sorry.
some people that take a long time. That's all good, mate. You didn't get that much worse of an exit than I did.
Yeah, Wayne has this theory, because I've driven a zillion million miles in lots and lots of different cars, I should be good at it, but no. Not really.
No, I've driven very minimal, yet I'm doing alright. I mean, I personally know a fair bit of racing theory, and I've studied a bit of it, which probably helps, so you can just apply that sort of stuff over other sims as well. You can just kind of copy-paste it, depending on how realistic the game is. Oh good, I kind of ran myself into the wall. So, yeah.
Still super blown away by the community that how many lunatics want to be Lewis Hamilton or their equivalents on a racetrack, and how many individuals are a really nice guy when you meet them, but on track they're like, motherfucker, ram, bastard. Used to be like that on the buses. In a bus canteen, bus drivers would be really funny in the bus canteen, and if you ever get on their bus as a passenger, they're like a completely different person. Like, what? Oh, you're weird.
Yeah, there are some people like that can kind of switch over. I mean, I don't think I'm any different, no matter the situation, really. So, I mean,
the end game is our aim. If you want to win or become fastest, or you just want to take fun or play around with your mates and go down a pub and do.
Why not be able to do all the above? That's my
Aha! Wow, yeah, wow. All of the above.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, there's a lot of dickheads on these, so
indeed.
Especially a lot of the Japanese drivers as well. They're all the dicks when it comes to that.
Hey,
they know better. Like, you either find the cleanest guys there are, or you find the dirtiest ones. Jacko's had some incidents with the
That's
Japanese
shocking.
drivers on his Aussie account as well. And what's it called? He's up against like the proper alien pro dudes, and they're just driving like complete dickheads.
Wow.
It just doesn't make any sense. Like, I would rather race on those British servers because they just seem so much better. You get more variety of people.
I agree,
You get like
absolutely.
other and all sorts. It seems great. Yeah, I don't want just my entire lobby filled full of Japanese people. That's just how it goes. And then you get the 1 or 2 Australian stragglers at the back. You maybe rarely get an Australian that's as fast as you, or on the equivalent, and then maybe a New Zealander, and then you get miscellaneous of whatever other countries are bundled in. But
Yeah.
like say, I think Hong Kong has its own
Nearly
flag,
lost it
as
there.
well as Korea, but Korea players are very rare, so
As a
that's Singapore. No wait, no, sorry, that's not Singapore. There is a Singaporean flag, but yeah, there's a Hong
We've
Kong
all
one. I
become
think
masters at flags
that's
of the
bad.
world. We've all Googled
Yeah,
a
because you
flag.
figure
It's
it out.
like you have to,
Iron
the power
flag.
of Google. It's like got 3 stripes, this colour, and you go, is it this flag? Yeah, that's the flag. That's Kuwait or something. Qatar
That's not how I
or
learned it.
something.
I learned it from Super GT, always saying out the country names when I watched him since like 2022. So yeah, he would always say, "Oh, there's Spaniard" or whatever, and then I just relate that flag to whatever he says, and then yeah, that's how I
Lol.
learned.
I agree. Yeah, me too. I used to do that as well.
Yeah, he's a great one to watch.
I've used Google.
It's
and
crazy to think that
a
I'm
verbal
just about
description
faster
of the
than him now,
flag.
but yeah, it's. I think all those years ago, I was nowhere even close to him. And then just about Jacko would be faster than him as well now. Yeah, Jacko would definitely be faster than GT now.
Oh yeah, no, easily.
Yeah, Jacko's scary fast.
Yeah, no, he's mad, man. He's mad.
I chased Jacko's ghost on one of the. He published a replay on one of the lists. I thought, oh, I'll have a go. Chase Jacko. That's what I
you're
spend most
so
of my
good
time
through
doing is
there.
chasing
That's
ghosts.
crazy.
Yeah, I think I'm killing my fronts by doing so. I'm nearly at my halfway point. I think I'll start to experience drop off in the last lap. I've been pushing them too much on the other corners. I did just go purple, yeah.
Yeah, I see.
I could probably show you after if you're curious, but
Did I hit you?
as nah, it was
Alright, cool.
you left me enough room, mate. It was like a slight tap, but it wasn't nothing major.
Alright, cool. As long as I race
I don't
between
really
them, that's what I
mind.
prioritize.
Yeah,
I'm a good boy.
I might actually buy the Genesis. I might give it a crack.
Yeah, no,
So
it's
just to
pretty
see-
solid.
Yeah, because you're on controller as well, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Cool.
Oh, that's good.
Fair enough. I think that also could be because you're death gripping the controller.
Yeah.
I'll do that.
That's a habit that many people pick up. Having relaxed hands really, really helps. It's hard to build in as a habit, but every time you kind of feel yourself tensing up, you just go no, and then just kind of like let off the tension.
That's
It's
awesome.
hard to concentrate,
Absolutely
but
fantastic.
if you do it for long enough, then it doesn't really do anything. Yep. Yeah, just gear choice difference. Yep. It's
There's
just
another
a
weird
preference as
controller.
well. I think you get maybe a few hundredths out of it, a few tenths probably, if you're really good with your gears, because you can then
There's-
hit shift points and all that.
Another-
It's complex.
Another weird controller theory that I had. You know how you roll your left stick?
Yep, that's a roll steering.
Wayne's come out with this theory, or someone about how you steer and how you roll your left stick. I've actually experimented with that, and there's some truth in that. Like
Yep.
just playing differently with your controller as an experiment on certain tracks or certain cars. That's
It
what's
smoothens up the
happened.
weight transfer.
James is good
It's
at it, I think.
advantageous for
James is
tyre
like
wear.
badness.
Yeah, James is something else. I don't
On
use
controller,
roll
I
steering.
don't-
I'm a
Wow,
technically
Yeah,
I just
she's
use a
on
different
controller,
forward
dude.
tap steering. So
far out.
yeah, James is crazy good.
James is on controller. I don't know how the fuck he is, but he is. I've seen his inputs. Very controller.
Dude, I can barely get within a tenth or two of them. It's
Yeah,
crazy.
me too. Me too.
Oh, it is crazy.
I've managed to get within a tenth of his ghost time a few hours before when I revised all my steering and braking essentially, which is why I'm a bit better now. But I'd still be hard pressed to pass him if I was behind him. Keep up, sure.
So
pass,
on
no.
the leaderboards, the top split would still be a mix of wheels and controllers. So there's still a fair chunk of top split would all be
a
wheels.
lot of it would be wheel. VQS Lewis, Sylvia have all moved over to wheel due to it being a lot less nerfed than the controller. They say the controller is about 3/10 off roughly in the sort of time when you get to the really, really top levels. But I think that's just because of the steering turn and response. It's so much slower.
The difference from tyre wear between wheel and controller is quite fascinating. Like, what the fuck? Tyre wear difference between wheel and controller as well.
That's
wow.
the biggest difference, I would say. It's probably the tyre wear and all that. Really good people on controller can mitigate their tyre wear. So, yeah.
Statistically, people who've gone from controller to wheel have improved. You generally improve if you have enough hours and enough knowledge. You would instinctively transition from controller to wheel, I suppose.
I have 500, so I'd probably be okay. I'd say so, yeah, roughly. It's about 500, yeah, 534, so... Yes. Yep. I don't think automatic matters unless it shifts you up. I think you just have to, let me think. Yeah, because after about a lap, I'd say you do the lap and then the second lap, then there's no deficit at all pretty much if you're using your gears or whatever. Also, I'm going to go buy the Genesis. But, yeah. It's only slower when you consider the fact like you have to hit like shifting points. Like a lot of different cars have shifting points which could cost you hundredths to tenths of a second per lap. So that's the main deficit I find, or when it doesn't, shift down or shift up when you want it to. It's just more about having that control and being able to put the car exactly where you want it and to have that reliability with it as well. When you step on the throttle or the brake, you know where you're going to downshift or where it's going to downshift, or maybe on a automatic you might not know. It's more just for like the sort of top 1% guys that it makes that biggest difference. But there are still some very fast automatic players, I'm very sure of that.
Alright, gentlemen, I'm going to go at Kent's stream just for shits and giggles. I think I've just inadvertently...
I rewatched that bit where you were talking, eh? That's funny.
Bro, you're telling one whole story, bro. We were doing like mine, just always telling 1-2 stories. I'm like, yo...
Because Kent mentioned it yesterday or something. I said, "Oh yeah, I can't tell you the story about African prison weed and all this sort of thing." And next thing you know,
I did it anyway. So congrats, mate.
Didn't know.
Congrats.
I only just got up. I also came late to the table. I'm normally like, first coffee 9 o'clock. I'll go to watch Kent's and do some lurking and all that. And I didn't wake up till 10. Next thing you know, I see Kent on fucking the fuck. Oh, motherfucking God. Ken in chat. I got a bit starstruck and then off I went. I do apologise, but it's been a pleasure to meet. Who's in this room at the moment? We have myself, Bruce, Lemons. There's a Matt, isn't there?
Yeah, Matt. You can just call me Matt.
Yeah, and Hill was here as well, but he doesn't talk a little
Mr.
bit.
Myhill. Who's SD Inquisition? All right, mate. How are ya? Carlo. Lemons, Myhill, Mats. I've met Perry a few times. I don't know if any of you know Alf, the Norwegian. He came to London and stayed at Wayne's house for a few days, and I drove him and Wayne around England a bit in my Happy Jeep, which is out the front waiting to be sold to become a van to put a steering wheel in it, or like I'm going to put a rig in the back of a van, a G29 with a cheap seat, with a wheel, in a van, because it's the only room I've got to do it in, and I'm going to go to the next level, I think, maybe, the future. But this may have to be after Africa if I haven't started. I've decided the Africa thing's like for a couple of weeks of partying on and then figure out life after
this
that.
This is my first time driving this car.
I do have to get a job, though, because I'm nearly run out of money. Gentlemen,
it's a good car. It's a good car.
Yeah. All right. Well, say that, mate. Yeah. I think it should be. I just feel it.
Yeah, gentlemen,
sort of
with a pleasure.
Bite to it.
I see you.
Ooh.
Alright, cool.
Okay, that's very interesting.
Yeah.
Mozzarella, yeah, I haven't touched that and I'm not going to. Gonna ruin my rating.
Man, Lemon, how's your wrist doing? Mine is like starting to get a little bit iffy.
Your wrist.
Huh?
Did you say your wrist?
Yes.
It's starting
absolutely.
to get, basically, I'm having no issues because I'm not squeezing my controller at all.
Yeah, no, like I don't squeeze it too hard, but you know.
Yeah, I get what you mean. It still gets a bit stiff. Like I do occasionally, like move my hand from my controller, to, like kind of give it my fingers a bit of a stretch, and then back to everything.
Hey, probably gonna get arthritis, bro.
Ooh, okay, that's interesting through there, but it has a bit of a snap as it goes over that crest. So if I keep the car straight, it shouldn't do that. All right, let's see. First lap, or first proper lap, I spot someone ahead of me. Fucking poop. Whatever, we'll continue with this.
Did you realize this was the daily race about 5 months ago in December?
Yeah, what about that? Yeah, do you know, I think this was my first daily race, but the other way around. I've destroyed my front end entirely now.
Oh,
but yeah, this was my first ever daily race, pretty much. And I was
Oh,
on
that's
Super
lovely.
at that time.
Yeah.
And I got I think at the time it was a 39 something. I think it was like a mid to high 39. It was good.
I
liked
said,
that. It
wait,
was good
on this
moment.
reverse
On the other way
layout.
around. Yeah, and that was also different BOP changes. The controller was also different back then. I
Yeah, no, I was with you, dude. I was probably on like the same level as you as well. So yeah.
Yeah, I was in the B. I was in the E to
Yes,
B
me too.
lobbies. I remember.
I was in the B lobbies. I was in the B lobbies until after. So I don't know if you remember when. Did you remember when this exact layout came out in reverse? It was in
Maybe,
December,
but
mid December, late December.
might
Before
have been,
Laguna
yeah.
Seca. Because this track is what got me to A. I was grinding it to get to A rating, and I was still a B
that's
driver.
how I got to A as well.
Twin, bro.
I got to just A, but I never bothered getting any faster because I couldn't compete with A+ drivers back then.
Oh yeah.
I couldn't touch them. Yeah, they
Me as
were
well.
way too fast for me. I was like, how on earth do people go this fast? And what do you know
Me as
today?
well.
It's funnily enough, isn't it?
And then you get fucking James, bro. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, you got James's, a few of those. You know, well, that wasn't too bad.
Who
Secret
else is
Agent,
good?
Secret
Like, I
Agent's
know
good.
there's this guy called Batman, and then there's James, and that's like the only two that I know.
Alright, so I'll tell you through them. So you got James, who is the controller alien. He's the fastest on controller in the team, I'm very sure of.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Yeah, then you have Tank Bro, which is basically a wheel user that doesn't come on so often. He's done a few races.
Is he
I
an
would
out
say
team?
him and James are virtually equal.
Is he an out
Depends
team?
on the track, though. Yeah. HR Tank Bro.
Jeez. Yo, who founded
Yeah.
AHR? Who founded our team?
I don't know who founded it, but I know Wayne is more or less like the main member,
Boss.
so I'm assuming he is the biggest contributor to it. He can
Because
tell
he's
you the
finding
story
these,
of it,
bro.
but
He's finding aliens, brother. Holy shit.
Jacko's the recruiter, so he's the one who's actually
Oh,
finding
Jacko. Yeah,
people.
no, Jacko.
He basically says, yeah, you come in and join us, and that's what he did with
I think I was in a party with
Mr.
both
Clark.
of with Pezza. I think Pezza also let me in. I think he let me in, like gave me the flag to come in.
Yeah, I don't recall. I don't think I've actually given any approval for anything yet. I just kind of affirm if they're any good, and I kind of say, yeah, he's doing alright, or something like that,
Oh, okay,
relatively
yeah.
speaking.
Like a judge.
Or if I've had any experience with you, yeah, essentially if I get to like race you, and it's how easily I either pass you or you pass me is essentially, in a way, I judge someone's skill. If they're able to pull away from me, or if they're able to keep up with me, I find that to be the best for pace. Bonk. I
Yes.
think that's faster. I can't tell. I did worse.
Yes,
Except for
you
switch front
did.
lever.
You did. Hold on.
Yeah. Alright, I'll try and get a good lap in.
You're gonna do this World Series.
No, just gonna
No.
get a good lap in right now.
I also don't know if I want to do it. Like, I don't mind doing it, but the problem is, do you lose points when you don't do the other races where you selectively do a track?
Yep, which is why I haven't bothered.
You
You
don't.
don't lose
So if
points,
I
but
just want to
you.
do this World Series, if I want to do this World
Yeah,
Series and I don't really give a shit about the other tracks, I
yeah.
don't like lose anything.
You can just do one if you want.
Oh, okay, lovely. Maybe I'll try it out. I don't
Do
know.
one.
I'll see how I
Yep,
feel. Oh,
yep.
I'm not worried about the money. I don't give a fuck about the money. I just want to race.
My rating is going to be destroyed, which is why I won't do it. And
Yeah.
I'm not doing a GTWS race in A plus lobbies, which are going to be full of Japanese GTWS drivers who are known to be not the cleanest. No, thank you. They're all one lap queens, and I'm not having that.
One lap queens.
Yeah, I call them that. Yeah, I'm a
Yeah.
few times up.
Yeah.
They're good at the one lap, but they're fucking useless.
Yeah, I mean, when you got a
side by
wheel, you can
side.
do whatever the fuck you want.
Essentially, yeah, it's still not nice though.
You can shove something up your ass and still have a wheel and still be a top player.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, sorry guys, I'm just coming around. Oh, okay, I can really use the rest of that. Yep, half it. Oh, JT controller.
Arr, arr. Ah!
I can probably go 41. I'd say. I don't know if a 41's quick though. Probably
Okay,
not.
so before the nerf, I know that if you could get like on soft tires, if you get like 38 or 7, you're Gucci. Why am I
Yeah,
driving this? I want to
38's
race,
like
man. My
alien
wrist is
pace.
fucking tired.
No, 40. It's about 2 seconds a lap, roughly, it drops. So 40 to 41 would be considered alien pace.
Anti-stall. Uh-oh.
Oh, this is really good
Yo,
for
bro, I just got
launch.
anti-stall.
Rip. Yeah, don't do that. I think I broke way too early.
I'm just gonna try and set some lap times as well.
Then I
Why the fuck
tried
not?
peeling off too much speed. Hello, sir. Not keeping the car straight enough while braking. It's got a nice balance though, I really like it. You don't have to push it that hard to, you know, get some time out of it. Yeah, it's really good like that. I was surprised in the Beetle, like I was barely keeping with it, but I can see why now. I just line it up, point it in a direction, and then just kind of, yeah.
But the
It
thing
just
is, with
goes.
this car, you need to be careful with the wheel spin.
A little
If
bit,
you can get the
but
wheel spin sorted out, this car's good.
but say yeah, it's nowhere near as bad as the Beetle, so I'll take it.
Yeah.
That Beetle was basically like the entire time I was driving it.
Yeah.
But, oops.
Yeah, no, the Beetle's mental.
Yeah, I'm doing it right. Look. 49. That's World Series pace, surely. Okay, I have. This car's faster in a straight line, is it?
Yeah, it has
Or it
power.
has worse brakes? Yeah, it's one of the two. Because I'm struggling with that corner. My braking point's making me deep.
Oh, I'm gonna go take a break or something, eat something.
Just Jerry.
Hill, is this the exact settings for the World Series? Ah, cool. Okay, I got it.
That's kind of stupid, I'm not gonna lie. That's just basically rewarding the one lap players. Yeah, it's not